the Three-Legged Podcast.
Triple Chimbo.
Man, it's been a minute.
It's been like an hour, man.
Bro, I haven't talked to you like for 2 weeks now.
Been 2 weeks?
Yeah, we had our technical difficulties, and then we kind of like took spring break off.
Yeah. I mean, well, technical difficulties. That was a whole week.
That was a whole week. That was. Yeah, you're right. We talked for a whole week, but it was unsuccessful conversations.
Yeah.
Because we weren't able to get anything out of them. We kept on spinning our wheels, issue after issue after issue. But fuck it, man. We're here now. We're here now. We're back. We're back at it again.
This stuff for good.
Sounds good.
Popular demand.
Yeah, back by popular demand. Yeah. Yeah, apologize to anyone listening, wondering why we hadn't posted anything. I know it's just Cody, but we gotta feed our audience, even if it's just one person.
Hey, one counts.
One counts.
One can make the whole difference and everything.
He hit me up. He asked how Portland was, and I said, "Oh, I wish I could have told you on my podcast, but it was great." We had a blast. Thanks for asking. So let's start off with shout outs. You got any shout outs today?
Shout outs to Jeff for finishing that 26K, which I'll get into it a little later on the podcast, but huge accomplishment. So shout out to Jeff Newton. Shout outs to the whole city of LA. I kind of enjoyed it. That's something that I went. So yeah, shout outs to LA.
Well, we said, we had issues recording the last few weeks, and we weren't able to record our Portland podcast. So I want to shout out to the beautiful people of Portland. I want to shout out to Eastside Girl and her friend the Lion. Rawr, yeah. And then I want to shout out to my boy Chris Cook in Portland, doing his own damn thing. Man, you know how Portland is, man. It's a bunch of free spirit people just doing what they love, and he's an inspiration. This gentleman decided to quit his job to pursue his passion in woodworking and find other streams of work, basically things that he wants to do because he enjoys them. So, man, that's a big, this day and age, man, that's like a big step towards freedom. He's just like, I'm a follow my passion, and, I've taken care of business with my family. They support me. I'm going to start my own businesses, and I'm going to stop working for the man. So power to him. Good job, man. Wish you the best. And then let's shout out to our favorite he, she, or the drag queen or whatever the hell women impersonator. I can't remember the technical title for what was the name of our entertainment in Portland. Rody, that's where you come in. Did I lose you?
No, you didn't.
Speak up, bitch.
No. I had my microphone on mute. I was trying to be professional here. She is a drag queen. Darlene.
Oh, shit, you forgot. Darcel.
Yeah, Darcel 15.
Darcel 15. That was a blast. Even though I think we got scammed into that one. So
it was a setup for sure.
It was a setup for
by
sure.
Your coworkers.
Well, my coworkers, yeah, they set me up good, but we had a good time. So if you don't know where Darcel 15 is, Darcel is in Portland. According to him or she, is the oldest female impersonator in the Guinness World Record. So we went to go see the show, and it was very entertaining. It was mostly females up in the audience, celebrating birthdays or or females about to get married and just having a good time with their friends. And it was fun. It was fun. The show was good. And then it took a turn. And when I say it took a turn, I mean dicks flying everywhere and assless chaps and cowboys with cowboy hats. And, that's when we decided to exit stage left and we hit the road. But we had a good time, though. It was a good time. Portland was a blast. A lot of good food, a lot of great beer. According to Rody, not a lot of diversity. But I think we didn't see all of the town. I think we're pretty much what I would consider uptown Portland, the the areas that are getting gentrified. That's what I took away from Portland. Is just pretty much just like DFW, just pretty much like all the cool spots right now are just getting gentrified, and that's probably why we didn't see as much diversity as you expected to see. But either way, man, I had a great time. It was fun. I can't wait to go back, hopefully in the summertime, and see some of the summer weather in Portland. I heard it's beautiful.
I mean, I guess if you look at it in the perspective of what glass half full, is that we were doing okay with money, so we're staying in, the nice part of town. So we had, elite people around us, and that's why I kind of felt a little awkward. And I was expecting, again, diversity, because everybody sold me the Northwest as, hey, everybody here is equal, everybody loves each other, you're not going to see what you see in the South, blah, blah, blah. But
you didn't see that. Let's be honest. You didn't see that. I didn't see anyone give you side eye just because your black Indian looking ass was walking around. Because everyone there was pretty equal. Like, everybody was pretty straightforward. They didn't get in your way. They didn't, everybody was polite to each other. You gotta admit, be honest.
Yeah.
Or did you feel outcasted at any point?
No, I didn't. Like I said, I feel comfortable walking. But as you're saying, it's like if I would say in the past when, I wasn't blessed with the job that I have, with the income that I do have now, which I'm not saying it's like outstanding, but I guess I'm way more comfortable than I was a few years back. I probably would have seen the diversity that I was looking for, because I wasn't going to stay in that part of town where I'm paying X amount of money to stay at night. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if we would have taken this trip a few years back, you and I would have been staying somewhere completely different. And then we did pick the area that we picked because it was convenient for the airport, for downtown, for my job, for restaurants, and some of the things that we wanted to see, restaurants we wanted to visit and bars we wanted to visit. So we did pick a prime location. I wouldn't say it was like rich or anything. It's just an area that's getting gentrified, and so you're seeing a lot of money coming into the neighborhoods.
It was a rich part of town. I'm just saying that people out there like to look like hobos. Because you go, I mean, let's just be honest. We went to a thrift store, and a used hobo jacket was going for $60.
That is true, man. That shit.
And they were eating it like it was the latest fashion trend coming out of Milan or New York. So
yeah, dude, I was pretty surprised when we walked into that thrift store, and we were looking at the jackets, we were looking at the clothes. But you did walk out with that cool Virgin Mary poncho.
Yeah. Howell hasn't worn it yet. I took it to the cleaners.
I hope you washed that bitch.
No, I took it to the cleaners. She would have worn it just straight out the bag. I'll be like, hey, man, we got to talk.
Man, I don't know what the fuck, if that was part of the hipster culture, but that fucking place smelled like fucking ass and balls and fucking feet and armpits, and it was weird, man. Walking into a store that smelled so bad, and everybody was just happy to be there as fuck, man. I was tripping out, but fuck it, man. That was the culture, that was the experience, and it was fun as fuck. So hopefully next time we go to Portland, we'll make sure we get an Uber and tell them to take us to the hood, so that way you can see some more diversity, and you feel more comfortable. Feel like you're back in Houston, you bitch.
No, I'm good. Let me just feel bougie. One thing I do gonna say for sure though is that I did feel like I was in the north, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Or I realized there is things that are just specifically for the South or Southern regions, or where I guess maybe even slavery was more heavy. Because I was in the low carb diet before you got there. Because, when you got there, I was going to just, hey, I'm cheating, I'm doing everything, I'm drinking, I'm eating, everything. So I'm trying to find pork rinds. Nowhere to be found. Corner store does not have pork rinds.
Did you Google it? I'm pretty sure they
No,
got some.
there is no. I stopped to every single. I mean, pork rinds is a staple that you find at a corner store. Like,
Yeah, every corner store here.
Nothing. Okay, that's one. It was out of there. Second thing, they did not have BC powder. Now my migraine's starting to kick in. I'm looking for BC powder, which one is cheap and is effective.
They don't need that shit. They smoke weed up there, bro. Your head started hurting. You should have got to the
powder, they're
dispensary and
looking at me crazy like, what is BC powder? I'm like, oh man.
They started calling the cops on your ass.
So I had to get the Excedrin, which it works, but it's not as fast as BC powder. And it's just, down in the South. I mean, I found it in LA, but it's still, LA still, I mean, it's west, but it's still lower part. It's not up there.
That's why you stop snorting that BC powder. It's bad for you, bro.
BC powder is to go straight to the head. So, but that's non-existent. So, but no. I mean, besides that, we can't forget 808 grinds. Shout outs to them.
808, man. That's the shit right there. Man. Anybody in Portland listening, let them know we were talking about them. Man, that's the best. Just walk up to some food truck and order some food and get the better food than that, man. It was just shit. I can't even find a good restaurant to go get that kind of food here. That's just the shit, man. That's just the shit.
No, I went to a Hawaiian restaurant down the street from here.
No,
the fried chicken with the batter.
Yep,
was close to it. It was good, but everything else wasn't. Like macaroni was not there. The other, fried chicken without batter was not there. So, it's like close, but not even.
Did you taste the pulled pork?
They didn't have They didn't have the pulled pork there. They had some other.
They didn't have the pulled pork.
They had some other pork thing, but I was like, nah, too sketchy. No, I'm not even gonna go that full experience to it. Let's just leave 808 for what 808 is. When I go back to Portland, that'll be the first stop.
Yep. Always is my first stop. Always stop at 808. First stop. First meal of the day in Portland is 808. So I will continue that tradition as long as I get to be able to go to Portland. So anybody out there listening, though, if you're from Portland or you've been to Portland and you want to give us some suggestions or you just want to comment on other great places to eat in Portland, hit us up, Instagram or Twitter. You can go to our website. You can find our website through our Instagram page, the3leggedpodcast.com. Hit us up. Tell us what other places in Portland you like to eat, because I'm curious, because I'll be going back. I don't know when exactly, but I know for sure I'll be going back this year sometime, either for work or just for pleasure. I'm going to go out there and hit Portland up again because I like going out there. I will admit I didn't have as much being out there for a longer period of time and spending multiple days without work and being able to explore and see the city. I didn't have as much fun as I thought I was going to have, but I did have fun. And I had enough fun to want to go back and do it again. I realized that Portland people are really laid back, and like Sunday, there was nobody out. Everybody was relaxing. It was, what it was? You remember in Colombia on Sundays how everybody just chills?
Yeah, like nobody's doing anything. Yeah.
No one's doing anything, dude. Most places were closed, limited hours, and we tried to sleep in a little bit on Sunday. So by the time we got up and got ready and went out, there was very few things to do. So that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. But I mean, again, it's not like we were going to Vegas or Disney World and shit, So, it's just regular city. So what can I expect, But it was very different because here and DFW, Sunday is when everybody's out, It was either going to church, and after church they're going to restaurants and hitting up the mall, or going to the diners, or going to these uptown and going to all the cafes and hitting up all the little bars. So it was very different because when I was up there on Sunday, it was a little boring, to be honest. We would eat and we got back early and we were just kind of chilling. And either way, we had to go to work the next day, so it kind of worked out. I didn't party too much, but I'll still be going back. So hit me up, let me know what I should check out if I haven't been to it. If I have, then I'm just gonna go back again because that confirms that it was good. So, but what the fuck were you doing in LA, man? You didn't even tell me you were going to LA. I had to find out through other people you were in LA. People asking me why you're in LA. I was like, I don't know. He ain't my bitch. I don't know why he's in LA. He didn't tell me he was going to LA.
Is that what everybody's calling me? No, no, we went because Hawala was going to look into some things with their business. So I was like, let me go with you, just so one, you have someone to drive, because the whole freeway situation, she's not down for it, especially in a city that she don't know.
She's a little diva, that's why.
So, save money on Uber and things like that. Then I'm there, and also, me just being nosy and just to explore the city, because the kids were going to stay home, so I could actually just take off if I wanted to. So we went out there. She got a couple of things done, so it was success there. And I got to explore the city.
Did you go to a conference?
No, we went to so it was a meet and greet for this chick. I'm not going to say no names just because I don't want to give a free shout out to somebody that has a lot of followers. But let's just say that she's pretty well known or followed on the Instagram, on Snapchat. All right. Because
I saw on Snapchat, like, you posted something and you were like fucking steady recording some chick talking, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is this bitch talking about that's so important? Motherfucker sitting there like a reporter just fucking recording her. I was like, who the fuck is that bitch?
No, I was trying to get some keys out of there, just because she is also, she runs her own business, like through Instagram. So I was like, well, she's making quite a lot of money. Let's just see.
So was it like it was like a little workshop or what?
Kind of, she was doing Q&As for whatever you wanted to inquire. So I was there, because Havala, was really into it. So I went with her. And that was the first thing. The second thing was going to go with, Havala was going to go to this yoga class with this chick, this plus size yoga teacher. And that got canceled. Because she was being sued by another company she used to work for. And I'm assuming the lawyers told her, hey, you got to, stop doing what you're doing because, it's getting real. You're getting sued for millions of dollars because she was under contract with them. And I'm sure there was a clause that says, hey, look, if you leave us, you cannot, we'll
do your own thing. We'll do the same thing.
Non-compete. I'm assuming there was a non-compete there that she broke there. So that got canceled. So that was Saturday, kind of, halfway good, halfway ruined. So we did that, and we're scouting for some places for something else coming up in the future. So that was there. Now, besides that, we got to go to different spots where vegan food, because Havala is vegan. And
yeah, I saw that she was crying because you were eating chicken and waffles.
Oh man, I went to LA several times. This time was like, I gotta stop at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Everybody talks about it. It's always, one thing that's always mentioned about LA. So I made that detour. We made that stop, and it didn't disappoint. The chicken.
Right, was it better than the chicken and waffles that you had in Portland?
Yes.
You were talking so much shit about those chicken and waffles, and I'm like, there's no way that Portland can make good chicken and waffles.
So, yes. And I'm going to tell you, because the chicken seasoning, the batter, it was good, because the chicken and waffles, basically, like, the chicken was going to make the whole plate. I mean, the waffles are waffles, and if you like syrup, there's not much science to a waffle, but the things that go along with it, which is going to be the chicken. So far, the place we went to, Portland, the chicken was okay, but this one, had sazon. Like, it was good. I mean, of course.
What is sazon?
It was. I as bad as it sounds, it was made by black people, and they made it good, and it's a black-owned business. So I mean, it is what it is. So
Yeah, it had that
that
flavor.
soul. It has soul. So it was good.
Yeah.
It did not disappoint. Like I was going with high expectations, and I didn't leave disappointed. I mean, it was still to the point that I brought some. I didn't finish it, and I brought it back to our room, and it was still good after it got cold. So it's not like.
Oh, did you eat cold chicken? Coach, it's like cold pizza, man. If the chicken's good
better.
or the meat's good, it gets better when it's cold,
it gets
bro.
Better
like
when
the fajitas.
Yeah.
Leave them out and put them in the fridge. The next day, just grab a piece of, like you're eating beef jerky. Just suck on that motherfucker. Just beef jerky that motherfucker.
Yeah, but the vegan food also was good. I'm gonna say that
vegan I'm not gonna lie, bro.
When
you go
to but when you go eat vegan food in itself at like fast restaurants or just restaurants in general is really heavy food. Like you can eat just once and you be good for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was tasty. It didn't have that rubber taste that you get with generic vegan food. We went to a vegan Thai restaurant. It was good. I mean, it was like going to just a regular one eating with chicken. It tasted just like that. And there was this Cajun vegan restaurant.
Nice.
That restaurant, which I'll get the name in just a second, the food was bomb. Like I had this spicy rice jambalaya. I couldn't tell that it was, vegan all the way. The po' boy, man, it was good. I had like a real po' boy, and this one, it can match up to it. And the ranch that they used for the fries and everything was good. I mean, everything was, it tasted traditional Cajun style food. You can really point out that it's vegan. Besides, I mean, if you're gonna pick at a piece of like sausage, vegan sausage by itself, then yeah, you can tell it's not real sausage. But if you eat everything mixed, you could have fooled somebody that's not used to just eating straight raw meat.
Nice.
So it was good. Like it's definitely a comeback to that place. So as far as food wise, I was not disappointed at all. The places that we went, I couldn't complain not for once. And also the city, I was just riding around. We did hit traffic a couple of times, but it wasn't.
That's expected. That's expected in LA, right? It's like being in Houston. It's always going to hit some traffic.
No, not like Houston, but it wasn't as bad as it's been before. And maybe just because the times of the day they were driving, that you get your certain bottlenecks where you kind of get stuck, but we got to move around. Now, granted, you do feel that it's taking an hour, 2 hours to get 20 miles away, but not where we've been before, where like you literally just going 5 miles an hour on the freeway. And the last place we went to was Little Tokyo in downtown LA. Pretty nice, man.
Didn't you try to go there last time and you went to the comic book store and had to leave right away?
Yeah, but this time I made a stop like on the way. The last day we were in we went to Long Beach, came back. On the way back, I made that detour, and it was pretty badass. And I actually went to it during the day, so everything was open. So you see the, you have like the old restaurants and hotels. They've been there forever. They still have the same look. You had the ramen shops with like the cloth, blinds for the window, just like got cloth with the drawing. There was a temple, and then there was this little like the shopping center. When you walk in, it's like kind of mimicking like if you were on the Far East. They have the paper lamps all across with the trees and little shops. I mean, and everything pretty much is imports from Japan. I mean, from the food to like even the dollar store, they're only selling Japanese stuff there. So it was pretty cool, man. I enjoyed it.
Your kind of little spot, huh? With your little fucking Japanese fetish you got.
I was like, oh man. So I went to Little Tokyo.
Walking around with the heart on. Those fucking Japs walking around like, what the fuck's wrong with this Indian black motherfucker walking around with the heart on?
No, that's when I go to the massage spot. And last time we went, we
Did you
went
hit one
to
up? Did you hit one up?
no. But the
Oh,
previous
you
time we
little
went to
nasty.
LA, we went to Little Koreatown,
Yeah.
and we went to Wispa. And Wispa is like an all day retreat, and
Oh
you
yeah, I remember you telling me about that
yeah,
place.
which I didn't get to go back, but time wise, that's a day like if they had that in Portland, I bet you everybody will be there on a Sunday because people
Just
pay
chilling.
$30 for an all day, pass in there, and
Hmm.
you have a gym, you have saunas, you have jacuzzi, cold jacuzzi, and you have this room upstairs where the restaurant is that the floor is heated. Like it's just a certain temperature where you lay down, you relax, and you just fall asleep. And people go and sleep there all day. And they also have like a dark room with beds where you can just go in and just go to sleep. If that's what you want to do all day, you sleep there all day. So I mean, and you also have pay extra for the massage, or if you want to get a chinito to scrub,
Happy endings. What
las
about the happy
bolsas que las
endings?
tiene sucias. He'll get there scrub for a fee. Be all right, man.
Uh, so historically, every time you go somewhere, somehow you end up in a gay bar by yourself. Did you? What gay bar did you go to this time?
No, this time I didn't go no game up by myself. Nowhere near one. Oh, interesting place that we did go and found it just by accident because we were walking from a restaurant, just trying to walk off the food, was the Museum of Mental Health, also known as psychiatry, which you go in, it's free, quote unquote, but they ask you for like a $5 donation, you get a DVD. But it goes into you go into the first door and it's a kind of like a padded room, but it has
Are
two
they trying to
benches.
analyze you?
No, they put a video on, but they put snippets of the actual DVD that you get when you make the donation. How they're trying to pass legislation that's psychiatrists pretty much they're not good for people. Like they're is a pseudoscience. It's bogus. Like they make a diagnosis out of you just because they found it on this book, and according to what you say, maybe this matches and that's what you have. So they start drugging people, and it just becomes a business because you get hooked on the drug, or they put people in mental hospitals and they're charging insurance every single month, and it just becomes a business. Once you see the video, you go in, and it's showing the history of where mental doctors or psychologists or psychiatrists came out from. From the first one that decided to do this back in the 1800s, and it shows the instruments that he invented to treat people or the methods they used to basically get the crazy out of people, which were almost like torture items. And it continues on until today's date, where they mentioned the Columbine shootings and all this stuff, and how a few kids were already killed because they do shock treatments at the mental
Hmm.
hospitals, and these are preteens that had died. So it just kind of puts you in a different mindset about what these
Uh-oh.
doctors really are.
Uh-oh.
Impact in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mariquísima.
I'm here.
Sorry about that, man. We got Andy on the line, man. He finally joined us.
What up?
So you interrupted our deep conversation about psychology. Um, so this fool just got back from LA. He was up in your part of the country.
Ooh, California, but I ain't from no LA.
Hey man, I almost made it to San Diego, man. I got as far as Long Beach. Had a few miles more
Oh
to
man,
go.
yeah, you had a while to go to you got to San Diego, man. An hour and a half.
So he was telling me about he went to what was it called? What was the museum called?
The Museum of Psychiatry, aka the Science of Death.
So
So
let me ask you a question. Did you once you left that place, did you feel like, oh man, this is bullshit? Like I believe this shit.
you know what? I'll put it to you like this. To a certain extent, yes, because let's just put it like this. Your mom and my mom and everybody else from other countries don't believe in AED. They believe in just ass whoopings, right?
Yeah, to a certain extent. Yeah.
And their kids make it, you know. Here, it just gets to a point that, like, at one point, everybody in school was like, hey, I'm ADD. You need to start taking these pills. So it's just kind of like, you know, certain behavior, yes, I can understand you might need something to even you out. But what is, you know, how can you be sure? You know, like, how can you, kind of like when you're sick and you have a cold. They do some blood work and they come out and it's like, hey, look, you know, you have the flu. This is what you need. Or you have an infection. For majority of mental illness, it's just kind of like, hey, look, you're just acting crazy. Let me just give you this so you can calm down.
Now, I will agree with you that I think as a whole, as a society, we really truly don't understand mental illness completely.
Yeah.
To the point where we're still learning, and it's still a mess. But I mean, to say that psychology is just fake, I think it's a little bit extreme because I mean, it has to start somewhere, right? I mean, who else? That's part of the doctors that study the mental illness. So maybe the past treatments have been bogus, but I think the science behind it is, you know, to a certain extent, is beneficial. And I don't think all of it is bogus, you know. I do think that as a society, or not as a society, but in America, doctors resort too much to medications. That is true. I think they
just
resort
find like the
too
easier way out, and the easier way out.
True. That I believe. But I don't believe the whole thing is bogus.
Not even the doctors find the easier way out. I mean, the doctors most of the time, which we all know, even with just regular medicine, it is a business. You have lobbyists that pay money to say, hey, look, you pass this through, you get these people hooked on this for this kind of condition, you're going to make a check. You know, that's why you have doctors that write prescriptions on certain type of drug because they're making a check. Just like congressmen, they make a check when, you know, they pass tobacco laws and alcohol laws and all this stuff. So that falls into that category. But also it goes back into the family. Like, you know, certain people don't have the time to spend with someone that does have mental illness. And that just because of financial, just because, you know, you just can't afford it. You know, you don't have the time to take care of this person full time to, you know, either get them to a place where they're okay or take care of them for the rest of your life, because it's just kind of like having someone with, you know, Down syndrome. I mean, you can't fix it, but you know you're going to have to take care of that person for the rest of your life until they pass away or someone takes over, because they're going to be codependent on you because of what they were born with. You know, there's no way to fix it.
Yeah, there's no way to fix it. I mean, you and I both know better than most people, you know, the effects of mental illness. And I mean, it's hard, man. I mean, because I think there's, depending on the mental illness, there's some things that can be done to help. But again, it's a balancing act, you know. So, you know, doctors throw all these pills, but then these pills counteract with these other pills, so you have to take this other pill, and you end up just like a pharmacy. You know, it's just like you're fucking a box full of pills every day just to balance out, and then you're never balanced because everything contradicts with everything, right? Or other shit starts happening to you. Man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to find a solution for mental illness, man, because that's like the one part of the body that still hasn't been figured out. You know, they got solutions for pretty much almost every part of your body except cancer, right?
Yes.
Supposedly they can't.
So
they can't
they
cure
say.
cancer.
I think if you got enough money, they have it.
They have it.
Mental issue is gonna be the hardest one, because I mean, if somebody knows they have a problem, but they're like, "Oh no, I don't need help. Like, only that person knows, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You could just lie about it and be like, "Oh, I'm fine," and then you have a bunch of problems with you. But
yeah, or the other part of that is, you know, they have problems, but their mental illness doesn't allow them to understand that they have problems.
Yep, and they don't want to go get help because they don't
But-
think they have problems.
Yeah, and then with the way things are set up now, it's really hard to help a grown adult with mental
Mhm.
issues because the laws don't allow it. So that's a tricky one. So man, it's interesting, man. I would want to go to that museum just to check it out to see how they're pushing the envelope.
I mean, I'll send you the DVD. When I watch it, I'll send it over to you so you can watch it. But I mean, I see psychiatrists just like I see, astronomist, or like kind of like I see, Stephen Hawking, rest in peace, and everybody else, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, you're right. But then after that, it's like you just making stuff up, because unless someone from outer space is coming over here to prove these facts, right now you're just selling me BS, and I
Man,
just
you
gotta
sound
take it because I mean,
you sound like that's like your little spot, like almost like me in religion. You sound just like that. You sound
I
like
mean,
passionate.
it's just like,
someone
okay,
from outer space has to come show me the truth.
it's like if I made these calculations, I'm gonna be in Mars in 3 years. You have nothing that has come back to tell you that is really what's gonna happen, or this star is over here. It's like, no, you have not been there, you have not seen it. You're saying this is your theory, and there's no one to debunk it.
We've sent things to Mars.
Yeah, what?
Has it come back?
We know it's there.
No.
Wait. You don't think Mars? Wait.
You don't think we know how to get to
No,
Mars
listen,
and how long it's
okay.
going to take to get to Mars?
The solar system that we have, granted, I give it to you. Anything beyond that,
next you're going to say that the fucking Earth is flat.
no, I don't believe they're flat. But anything beyond our solar system is just like, I'm making stuff up. Now, you cannot prove it that I'm making stuff up because you also don't know. Now, since I'm the one that started the theory, then you're gonna have just to believe what I said because I created this.
True. So all the scientists that study, Earth and study space are all saying bullshit. Like, we're not the only ones studying space.
If you study space, you study in BS
China,
to a certain extent.
Russia, there's France, there's other countries studying space. I mean, we send shit up there all the time.
Shit that doesn't come back.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that comes back.
No, it doesn't come back. It doesn't come back.
Fucking astronauts that go up and come back.
They don't go
What about
that
the
far.
astronauts that go
So
up
you
and come back?
you don't think anything comes back, or you're saying that nothing's been
Nothing comes
proven to
back.
come
Just
back?
like, okay, the SpaceX project and everything that Elon Musk is doing. He's sending stuff to other planets that he knows is not going to come back. He's just like, hey, I'm going to send it over there, and it's going to land. Now, I can show you a video saying that this is what the car is seeing. Who can tell me otherwise that that's not true?
You're saying that it could be a hoax, like they could just kind of like people say the moon landing was all filmed like in a studio, and that's what we're seeing.
That Room 147, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's an interesting theory.
Look,
I'm so confused. You
you're breaking up.
don't think it's possible? You don't think it's possible?
Look, it's possible to set something out, but there's certain calculations that it's just kind of like, I mean,
They're educated. I mean, a lot of it is educated guess.
yeah, it's
Like,
just
I'll give you
educated
that.
guess. It's like it's just
But
not.
I mean, they're pretty educated. I mean, they have a reason to believe that because we have been to space, and we do have space stations out there that people have visited and been out there and come back. I mean, we've had people in space that do come back. So
now,
to a certain extent,
I get to a certain extent. Like, let's just say my little bubble. I would say it's like, look, I believe you. Whatever is within our solar system. Anything beyond that, hey, look, you just making shit up.
Okay, so I kind of see what you're saying. So, for example, where they're saying that they believe there's another Earth, but it just takes it's too far away to get to.
It's like 2 light years away.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
what you're saying is, how the fuck do they really know that it's that distance since they really can't physically measure it because they can never get there, right?
yeah. So but they get this credibility, right? Just like a psychiatrist does. I mean, he's really just kind of guessing what you have, but there is no way to really fully prove on paper, hey, this is what you have, just like you will prove that you have herpes. Hey, look, you just had a breakout. Your blood, exam says that you have it. You have it. That's just the way I see it. Is that to a certain extent, it's like you're just selling game.
I'm with you 50% of the way. I don't know if I can.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can jump. I don't know if I can jump all the way in with you. But I feel you. I feel you to a certain extent. And so I'm gonna shout on this one, and I'm gonna let you swim in the deep end on this one, and I'm gonna hang out on this side. I'm gonna hang out like 5 feet because I'm only 5. I'm 5'7", so I'm gonna hang up on the 5 feet area, and just I can keep my head above water. And I'm gonna let your ass swim. I know you're not a good swimmer and everything, but I'm gonna let you swim in the deep end on this one because I kind of get what you're saying. I'm with Andy. I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't know if I follow you all the way.
Because I'm not a good swimmer. Because I'm not a good swimmer. I go to the deep. I go down way down there, trying to come up. So I'll find my secrets.
Start analyzing shit from a distance. Oh man, Andy, have you heard the story where this motherfucker started drowning on my ass and Galveston?
Drowning?
Yeah,
No.
and had to fucking save his big ass. Imagine my little ass trying to save his big ass in the ocean. Oh my god, dude!
You know how to swim?
Bro,
Dude, he's black, dude. He don't know how to swim. He's black.
you know what color I am?
You don't have
hard.
those
You just gotta stay alive.
He don't have those muscles, dude. He don't have those muscles developed. They're good runners, but not good swimmers. Shit.
All right, let's just put it to you like this. You know how there's which I think this little racist comment is just true. They said that black people don't float. It's partially true. All right, let me just put it to this: if you lay on your back on the water, you float, right? Right?
I gotta pedal a little bit, dude.
All right, I lay on my back, I don't float.
Because you're too dense, bro.
It's like I don't float, and it's like my little skinny legs, they just bloop, they just go down.
Yeah.
So it's just like, hey, my bone
Might be
density
too
is
dense,
heavy.
bro. Might be too dense.
They do say black people have thicker bone density, so maybe that's the science behind it. I don't know. Maybe it's like astronomy. Nobody knows. Hey, you want to hear some funny shit, dude? I was at the aunt's house the other day, and they were watching that Colombian survival show.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it, but I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
Basically, Survivor, but all Colombians.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a competition. They had to swim out and it was capture the flag, and they had to do a relay and swim out, get the flag, and bring it back, right? And the last guy in the team was a black guy. Tell me why that motherfucker swam out, and then he couldn't swim back. I was like, motherfucker, you swam there. Why don't you swim back? And he's like, nah, man, I just didn't think I could make it. I was gonna drown. I was like, I looked at Gina and I was like, this motherfucker just like Rody, fucking going all the way out there knowing he can't swim. And how's he gonna get back, motherfucker?
We have heart, all right.
I'll give you that. You do have heart.
The only black people that can swim is if they're born in the coast. If they're born right there, it's just a given. Because you're just gonna have to grow up swimming. If you don't live in the coast, it's like, hey, look, go in at your own risk, but I know you're probably not gonna make it back out. That's just what it boils down to.
I don't know. This took a nasty turn the wrong direction. We were fucking fake astronomy, fake mental illnesses and science. And man, fuck, Andy, save us, man, save us. What's going on in your world?
The same exact thing I do every day.
I know. Every time I hit you up, hey, bro, I'm in the gym working my pecs.
In the gym, man. Where else do you want me to be? I work all day, go to school. I just come home, go to the gym.
You're bullshitting. I almost thought you were out of town for a little bit because I saw that you on Instagram. I saw you were at Henry's Tavern.
I guess I went down there.
Who'd you
Don't
go
know
with?
exactly where I was. Anthony, and then some of his friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, who the fuck? This motherfucker went without me. What the fuck? I was jealous.
It was a last minute thing. So I was like, man, I need to get out of the house.
I was like, I didn't even know this motherfucker knew other people in Dallas.
And then I wanted to go too, so I got that out of my system. So I'm good till June.
Good to June. That's fucked up, bro. We're supposed to. What are you talking about? We got the UFC coming up. We got a drink for that one.
Oh, yeah, you can. I
And
got
my birthday. And my birthday's coming up in May. Come on.
May what? May what?
May 24th.
May
Pretty close to
24th.
June though. May
See,
24th.
that's cutting close, dude.
And then we got the Canelo Triple G fight. We got a drink for that one. It's Cinco de Mayo.
I'm over that fight.
Why? Because Canelo's been eating a steroid chicken and steroid cow.
Because he's on steroids and I'm not on steroids.
Dude, we could fix that. We can get you on some steroids, bro.
So you gonna pay for it?
I heard they sell them at GMC.
GNC?
Or whatever it's called. Oh, is that the GMC?
They don't, but if they did, it would be double the price.
I mean, every fucking UFC fighter that gets caught says they bought some shit at that store, so I figured, fuck.
Well, yeah, their testing pool is different. You could take like creatine and pop. I want steroids. I want exactly what Canelo had.
Oh my god, you want yes. You gotta go eat some more fajita from. You gotta go eat some more fajita from El Rancho in La Azteca.
Gotta go south.
So you remember that day we were cooking out? All that meat that we were cooking out was from Mexico, bro. It had all kinds of steroids in it, you know.
Dang it, I should have ate it.
That's why it was so tasty and smelled so good.
Should have ate it.
You should have ate it, bro. So, Roy, tell me how this motherfucker is gonna come to my house in the middle of a cookout.
No, it was not middle. I got there prior to the cookout.
Okay, right when we started cooking.
Before.
Okay, you left in the middle of the cookout. That's what it was.
I was there for like 2.5 hours, 3 maybe.
As soon as the food was ready we were ready to start eating, he's like,
"No, you just threw it on the grill and I dipped out." Bro, you just started cooking and I was like, "I'm dipping out."
Oh no, my memory is different. I feel like
your memory is a lot different.
Yeah, I got mental issues. I feel like you were here a lot longer than that, and you didn't want to eat with us. You're just, and I even told you, go eat, come back. Dude, we stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was a blast.
Yeah, you know who didn't stay up till 4? Me.
Did you work the next day?
What week was that? That was
right before spring break.
Yep, I worked that week.
Gotcha.
That weekend.
I'll let you slide, bro. I'll let you slide. It was a bitch move, but I'll let you slide.
I showed up before it, so
I'll give you that one. Man,
I'm on my diet, man. I'm not eating. I don't want to be there if I'm around all this food.
He's trying to hit his macros, man. He says he got to get right before he goes back to Cali.
Well, Cabo first.
Are you going to Cabo? You gonna go to Cabo?
Yeah, June 9th.
Man, must be nice to be young and debt free.
Still debt free. Or still in debt, my bad.
Yeah, what you got? A couple credit cards?
One.
I mean, I guess technically you're in. That is debt, but
dude,
shit.
I don't even like being like $200 in debt.
That's good, bro. That's the way to keep it. Keep it like that, man. Keep it low.
Gotta work on it.
Don't fuck up like we did. Fucking putting everything on credit when you're young. Then you're.
Yeah, I wanted to get a credit increase before I went out in December, but it didn't go through. And when I was out there, I had checked on my phone and I got an increase, and I was just like, all right, round of shots. Found out at the wrong time.
Hey, they saw the last transactions was bars, and they say, oh, this motherfucker partying increases credit. It's like going to the casino. I was like, oh, he's hot right now. Give him some more money so that way he can lose more.
Oh, give him a voucher right quick.
Yeah, give him a voucher.
And I used that for sure.
That's motherfucker. That's crazy, bro. You go to Cabo and then you're gonna go to Cali again. That's pretty cool, man.
Prior to that.
So you're not going back to Cali for Mother's Day for flowers?
No, I don't want to do. Well, because I finished up school, I think like right before that.
Okay.
And then I might go to Vegas on the 18th of May. So.
Oh, okay. That's what you were talking about. Something prior.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I can't do like all 4.
Yeah. Oh, I did have a question. What the hell is Babylon?
What?
Oh, no.
No,
Babylon
I thought
is...
you might know, Andy.
Like the thing, the religious thing?
No, he posted something about I found Babylon. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't even know. I feel like I was reading a different language.
A movie or something, or
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I was
No,
asking.
no. Babylon is a new skating brand that is upcoming. You know, and is really rare to find as one of those like obscure situations. And the picture you see, the front of the store is like a house. Like if you really don't look for it, you don't know it's there. And in the back of the house, there is like actual a bowl, like a pool skate park.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go with a skateboard, you just go through the back and you just do your thing. And the inside really is still a house. It just has like, you know, it's painted black and it has like 2 tables with their Converse collaboration, and that's pretty much it. But in the web, this kids go crazy for that. So that's what I posted out there, because a friend of mine, he's always talking about it. Like, oh, look, there you go.
Did you buy anything?
Nope.
Oh, is it like Supreme?
Kinda. It's gonna be the next Supreme, but they're not quite there yet. But no, I didn't.
That's crazy.
Hype beast are over that.
Yeah, they are. No, but now speaking of MMA, do you guys see that video that was running around of this?
Oh, now you want to talk about MMA?
No.
Hold on.
Speaking of MMA, we're talking about Babylon over here. Like,
it's related to the only people I can talk about this video is y'all, because I mean nobody else really. Is this like wrestler, swole kid, white guy, bust into the jiu-jitsu ring? Or
you don't
dojo?
have real men around you in your life? I get it, bro. I get it. You don't have real men around you. I get it.
I stay surrounded by women, man. Like, what can I say?
Yeah.
So,
all right. So what's up with this video? Tell me this video.
This dude, you know, swole wrestler guy, MMA. He goes into with his jiu-jitsu dojo, talking mess. And he takes off his shirt. He's like, man, I'm trying to, you know, I can whoop you. So the teacher, or whatever you call, you know, the black belt in there, submitted him within like seconds. He made him, like, he was just got on top of him, started slapping the life out of his ears. He tapped out. Then he put a girl to, you know, do her thing.
That's fake, bro.
That's fake?
Yes.
Where he gets put to sleep is fake?
Yeah, well, no, the whole setup is fake, but I mean, he really went to sleep.
Which video is it? Is it the wrestler with the red outfit on?
No. He just
he just like walks up in there. He's like, I'll beat you. Dude, that's fake. That's just some video off Instagram.
Oh, I think it was staged.
Yeah, it was staged.
Oh, okay. But old girl did put his ass to sleep though. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, all that's real.
He like had to like shake his feet to get him back up. I was like, oh damn. So bust my bubble. Question? Never mind. No, Andy just answered my question. It was fake. I was hyped up. I was like, oh man, that's cool. That badass video, but it's fake.
I mean, what part of it do you mean is fake, Andy? That he didn't go in there talking shit, or that he knew he was gonna get his ass whooped?
Yeah, like it was like, oh, it's like a skit thing. I mean, him getting knocked out is part of it, but like, oh, you're gonna pretend you walk in here like, oh, I could beat anybody up, like, it's fake. But he really got knocked out, like choked out.
I want to watch this video and be the judge of fake. Yeah. You guys are. I'm a little concerned with you guys' opinion.
It like starts when he just like standing right there, takes off his shirt. I'll beat you. Well, from what I saw.
Yeah. Like, he just hyped up, kind of like a frat boy on steroids, just loud.
It's like clickbait, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got Rody for it. They got Rody to clip.
Yeah, I was excited. I was like, oh, man.
The motherfucker's like, oh, I'm going to start watching the UFC.
Nah, almost, but see, not anymore. It's all staged.
The UFC is like WWE, bro. It's all staged, bro.
Oh, man.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't, man.
You didn't know the UFC was staged like the WWE?
No.
Oh man, you should. It'd be right up your alley with, you know, fake stars and fake planets and fake moon landings and the flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
No, there is not flat.
You sure, bro?
I'm positive.
Man.
I don't know. I think if you research a little bit more, you'll realize that we've never been to space and we don't really know if the Earth is flat.
No, now we can say, well, no. satellites been to space because the spaceship that they try to go out there blew up before it even left Earth.
Satellites go out to space and they come back.
No, bro, they don't come back, bro. Nothing
They
comes
stay.
back, bro.
They stay up there.
Oh wait, yeah,
Everything stays.
nothing comes back.
Nothing comes back, bro.
Mm-mm.
Not even this astronauts. Those are fake astronaut landings.
Yep.
Fake. People spend their whole life studying it all, but it's fake.
It's fake, bro.
Fake jobs.
I need one of those.
Oh man, really? That was good, bro. I like the way you thought everything's fake now.
It's fake, man. It's the
Everything's
government.
fake. Everything's fake, bro. That's interesting. Everything's fake, man. That's
Chicken
good.
nuggets is not really chicken nuggets.
Nah, bro, don't go there, man. How you gonna, we can talk. Next thing you're gonna say McDonald's is fake.
It's pink stuff.
Don't tell me McDonald's is pink stuff, bro. You're gonna ruin my life. That's all I eat.
Hey, still good. Look, if you ate Vienna sausages out the can, you can eat chicken nuggets. I'm just saying.
Man, this is different times. Those are different times. We talked about that, man. We've moved on with our lives.
I was actually like really thinking about it. I said, man, I used to eat Vienna sausage as a can with like squeeze some lemon in it. It was good. Now I try to act all bougie like, oh no, ain't nobody eat that. I said, man, look.
I know. I said the same thing the other day. Did you know you're not supposed to eat it out of the can? It supposedly is bad for you. I think that's some bullshit. I think that's fake.
You get
news.
botulism.
I don't know what the fuck. I heard that shit. I was like, man, I survived on that shit for like 10 years. That and ramen noodles.
Man, sodium count.
Ramen noodles sound good.
Andy's bougie. He don't know what Vienna sausage is.
True.
That's disgusting.
You eat chicken nuggets, man. It's the same thing.
I don't eat chicken nuggets.
I bet you did.
I eat the same food every day. I used to eat everything.
No, this motherfucker goes on Sunday grocery shopping, dude, and he like cooks all this chicken breast.
Chicken breast and broccoli.
Pepper.
No salt, dude. I hate salt. I hate sodium.
No, what is it that you put on it? I know you put some seasoning.
I put crushed red peppers, paprika, chili powder, onion powder. That's about it.
Dude, this fool got mad at me one day. We were out drinking, and we got back to his house, and I was just fucking hungry. And I just opened the fridge, and I just pulled out one of those little his prepared meals, and I just started.
You want to eat my food?
I just started chowing. I did eat your food. I started chowing down.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I remember I started eating it, and you took it away from me.
Oh, yeah. I weighed out and everything. This fool wants to just take my chicken, acting like it's whatever.
That's Saturday meal, fool. It's an art to it.
I gotta eat that in 2 hours. What are you doing?
I was like, we can eat it now, bro.
So you weigh your chicken like you have a certain amount.
Yeah, I weigh everything. Yeah, I track everything. Today I went to buy chicken. I bought 5 pounds. The lady hooked it up. 5 pounds of chicken for $8.
Nice. How many steroids did that shit have?
No, this is like the ones that the butcher has already. It's not the big old steroid ones. I wanted those, but me being lazy, none of them were like 5 pounds already weighed. They're like 3.6, and I was like, I don't want to buy 2, you know. So I was like, you know what? Can I just get 5 pounds? She's like, well, there's some over here, like the ones I was looking at the beginning. She's all like, well, I'll just give you the ones that I have for the same price. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
So like already like prepared like small kind of thin ones for.
You didn't have to clean them up and shit. I got you.
No, I just cut them in half and threw them on before work.
Good for you, man. Staying healthy. I was just trying to help him. Really, honestly, I was trying to help him eat less. But he got mad.
Not the chicken. I need that protein, man. You could eat like the vegetables and stuff. You eat the spinach.
Oh, man. All right, gentlemen. Well, I had a great time talking to you. I know it's been a minute. Hopefully, we didn't have any big issues with this recording. Because at this point, I really don't give a fuck.
Shit.
We're going to post this shit. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. So whatever we got out of this recording is what we're going to post. If it's not good, well, fuck it. I mean, we'll just keep on trying the next one.
The people want it.
Yeah. We'll keep trying each time.
We'll keep on trying each time. Well, yeah, we get there. So we're going to get back on the roll. We'll hit you up next week. Again, where can they follow us, guys?
Three-Legged
I don't know
Podcast.
what's the handle. Three-Legged Podcast. Do you have another one? Or is that the only one?
No,
Are we on
Three-Legged
YouTube,
Podcast
AOL, MySpace? What are we on?
all
We're on
across the board.
AOL. We're on MySpace.
MySpace, Black Planet, Mi Gente, Asian Avenue,
Ooh, Asian Avenue.
C Pixel.
Only on Wednesdays. Only on Wednesdays.
No, we're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr, Spotify, iTunes, and also on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Yeah. And what's
the Three-Legged Podcast. If you go to the website, the3leggedpodcast.com, follow us on Instagram. There's a link there to the website. You can go to the website. You can send us an email if you like, or you can just hit us up on Instagram or Twitter. Let us know if you heard this episode. Challenge to anybody listening. If you listen to this episode, no matter where you're at, especially if you're in Portland, I already told you, if you're in Portland, I want to hear the places I should hit up next time I'm there to eat. Anybody else, just hit us up. Let us know you listen to this episode. Don't give us any feedback. We don't give a fuck what you got to say about the podcast. If you listen to it,
we don't care.
We don't care. We're gonna post it.
We don't care, Cody.
We don't care, Cody. Listen to accept the format, Cody. It is the way it is, okay, man? Nah, just playing. But yeah, let us know you listen to it. Even if it's just one person, hit us up. That's the challenge for this week. Is we're gonna see how many people listen to it and send us some type of notification that they listen to it. So we'll hit you up next time.
Also, don't forget to follow.
Oh, sorry.
Texas Brew Hopper.
Oh
when
yeah,
you drink beers.
We started Texas Brew Hopper on Instagram. So follow Texas Brew Hopper strictly for beer drinking. We're working on recording that episode. I think I want to go to Houston and go beer drinking with you and do the first episode in Houston at a brewery.
Yep.
I want to do it at a brewery, so we got to coordinate that. Andy, if you want to go with me, we'll take a day trip to go up there.
How many carbs are in beer, bro? I don't think I can only make a little ultra, that new Corona. That's it.
Can you drink some water with
vodka straight?
I'll tell you,
maybe an olive.
We'll go to a brewery and you can bring your little flask with some vodka, and we can pour it in a beer cup.
Can you take a carb blocker before you drink beer?
No, I would get too drunk off the beer and then eat whatever I want. So can't do that.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But you're gonna go with me a little bit.
To Houston, win, bro. You already know my plans, bro.
I don't care, bro. You're gonna go.
Pay me.
I'll pay you, all right. I'll pay you. It'll be a 4-hour trip. You'll get paid.
I'm expensive, bro. I'm expensive. Half an hour, 4 hour, whatever you want.
It's a little bitch. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, man. Night.
Deuces.